Hi everyone, it's Reagan and welcome to the start to another reading vlog. Yes, I'm already in pajamas in my Hawaii sweatshirt, which I feel like I wear way too much, but it's so soft. It's my softest sweatshirt. I'm in pajamas already because I feel a little bit under the weather, but I'm a fighter and I plan to do a lot of reading this weekend and hopefully some fun stuff too. I'm not that sick, but I was feeling a little sicky, so I did leave work a little early and I've just been laxing. But now I'm rambling. I want to show you guys what I plan to read for the weekend. Before I show you the books, they're both super long. I haven't started either of them. I'm obviously not going to finish either of them, but I want to start both of them. Collectively, it's like almost 2,000 pages worth of books. Not quite, like 1,600. Again, I'm not going to finish them, but I'm excited about both of them. Anyway, let's show you the books. So this is what we're working with this weekend. I would say the book I really want to start is Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. This is a book so many people have been talking about. It's a hunk. And it's so beautiful. This was a pre-order for me. I'm super excited to read it, so I wanted to jump in right away. I just wrapped up over a 600-page fantasy book, so it felt only natural to read something that was over 800 pages, right? I also wanted to start this weekend the fourth book into the Key of the Lost Cities series. This is a series I really fly through when I pick it up, but I'll say each book keeps getting longer and longer. I think this one is almost 700 pages. So yes, some very epic long books that I'm gonna try to read, but I'm really excited. Obviously, there are two books that I feel like I'm going to absolutely love. Clay also finished The Book Thief over this past week. He's so pumped. I'll wait for him to get home so we can share his thoughts, but he's also gonna start a new book this weekend too, so I'll have him chat about both of those things later on tonight. But yes, it's just after 5, calling it a day. I'm in my PJs. I think I'm gonna watch some My Hero Academia, which I think I mentioned in my last vlog, I'm loving so much. So I wanna watch more of that. So I think I'm gonna do that, but then I'm going to pick up Priory of the Orange Tree tonight. It's so big, I can't wait. I feel like some people hate like when they look at long books. I mean, I understand they can be like intimidating looking, but I look at them and I'm just like, so much to experience. But yes, okay, time for My Hero Academia and then reading. So I was about to watch My Hero Academia, but I got some packages in the mail, so I thought I'd show them off. You guys seem to like my Lush haul, and I kind of did that spontaneously, so I thought I would show you what I picked up in my mystery packages. So, hi, I picked up a few spring items, which is kind of laughable. I haven't really been doing much shopping at all over the past couple months because it's been cold and I don't want any more cold people clothes. But I have been really excited about spring, and so I have picked up a few spring items. These literally just came in the mail, so they might not fit me and I might have to return them, but I wanted to show you them anyway because I am excited about them. The first one I have right here came earlier and I've already tried it on. Can confirm it's absolutely incredible. It was a bit of a splurge. I basically got some good feedback at work and I'm expecting, I don't want to like put it in the atmosphere. I'm like too nervous because it hasn't happened yet, but I got some good feedback at work, so I was like, you know what, Reagan, you've been working hard. You deserve a pretty dress. So that's what I did. So I picked up this dress, which I love. It's so flattering. It's from this brand called Faithful the Brand. It's like green and it has tie sleeves. It's a midi dress. I feel so pretty in this, to be 100% honest with you. It's just one of those dresses you have and you pull out and you're like, I'm gonna have a good day today. Like nothing can go wrong in this dress. It's how I feel. Madewell was also having a sale. So I picked up a dress from them, another spring dress. Similar in cut and style. I'm predictable in that I really like midi dresses that are floral and are wrap dresses because they're flattering and really easy to wear to work. So I picked up this like navy and red floral wrap dress, and it also has a tie sleeve detail. Again, I'm a predictable lady. This one has more of a V-neck though. The other one is more high neck. So they're a little different, but I also really like this, very flattering. So I picked up those two dresses. So starting first, well, the rest of the stuff I'm going to show off is from Anthropologie. I ordered a few things from their sale. Again, these are the items I do not know if they're going to fit me or not. Particularly, there's a skirt that I thought was really pretty, but I just don't know if I'm going to be able to pull off. We'll see. It's this. Oh, I don't know. I'm nervous. It's like leopard print and shiny. It's not as like movementy as I thought. I'll have to try it on. I like the pattern a lot. I think it's really pretty, but we'll see. I thought it would be a little more, I don't know. It's pretty. Okay, but this is the first thing I got. Sorry, this is like a first reaction too. So we'll see how this goes. I'll try it on. I thought this would be kind of cute with t-shirts. And again, it'd be a really nice thing I could wear to work with like a nice black turtleneck or whatever. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Wear things with flowers on it, like this shirt that I also bought. And I thought this was really pretty. This was on sale. Both of these things were on sale. Matilda is interrupting. Okay, go get it. Anyway, as I was saying, I got this short sleeve button down embroidered cotton shirt, which is just very much my style, really lightweight. I loved the embroidery. I thought the blue color was really pretty. It's kind of like a bowler style shirt too. Again, I think it was under $50, so a really good deal. And the last clothing item piece I got from Anthropologie is something I'm really excited for, and I hope it's as flattering as I feel like it could be. It's a jumpsuit, and it's denim. It's a denim long sleeve jumpsuit, which again, perfect for work. I don't know how this is gonna fit. I got a size small, which I never know if that's gonna work for me or not, because I'm definitely between a small and a medium, but on like 2 different parts of my body. But I did get this. I'll try this on and I'll let you guys know, because that's the one I'll try the skirt and the jumpsuit on some point in this vlog, and we'll decide together if it's worth keeping. Okay, but lastly is this giant box, which has one thing in it that is mostly for Matilda, to be totally honest. So this item was on their website for over 50% off, and it just looked like the softest, most coziest thing in the entire world, and I just thought Matilda would be obsessed with it. It's this giant furry blanket that I got for our couch. Look at it. Okay, it might be hard for you to see, but it's like, look, it's like I could be part of Westeros, you know? Like, welcome to the North, I'm the king of the North. What am I doing? But anyway, I got it in this like blush color, which is really like a tan color. I thought it would go really good with our couch, but honestly, I feel like Matilda is gonna be obsessed with this because it's really soft. It was like $50, and I thought for like a nice, really soft blanket, Clay and I split it. It's a good addition. We like to lounge and we like to watch TV, so it felt like a really good addition to the home. All right, can confirm that Matilda loves this new blanket. She's just rolling around on it. And of course now she stopped. Look at her, she's obsessed with it. Wow, mother really does know best. You like it, Millie? Soft? All right, so excuse Matilda messing around a lot in the background, but here's the skirt on. I like it. I don't know if it's too adventurous for me though, but I also like it. My idea was to basically like wear it with t-shirts and then sneakers. You know, it's like a cool, like I'm cool kind of option, but then you can also wear like a black turtleneck with this and feel like dressy. I don't know. Am I a cool girl? Am I trendy? Look at Matilda, she's going insane on this blanket right now. So the consensus is Matilda loves the blanket. Skirt's cute, I'm not sure if I can pull it off. And the jumpsuit, unfortunately, I didn't show it because I'm too tall for it, which can be a vital problem when it comes to jumpsuits. It's just, I'm proportionally too long. There's not an, it didn't work. But now I'm gonna watch Hero Academia. I love this ending actually. Wait, I just finished an episode. It's like fantasy themed. It's like if they made it for me. Guess who got home early tonight? We're gonna go to dinner. We're gonna get Tex-Mex food. Matilda's also very hyped because we're gonna come home and watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and she can lay on her new blanket. I changed for dinner by just putting on real pants and my Allbirds. Anyway, we're gonna go now and probably go get all the southern food. It's gonna be so good. Oh yeah. It's all about balance in life. A fried burrito and salad. And then there's Clay.
Taco, taco, taco.
Hi everyone, some time has passed. We've gotten home from dinner about 2 hours ago now, but we finally just got our lives together and booked our big trip that we're doing. Woo woo, where are we going, Clay?
Scotland.
Scotland! We're doing a road trip around Scotland. We're very excited. So if any of you guys are from Scotland or have been to Scotland, give us your recs. We're trying to do a loop from Edinburgh through Isle of Skye and then back. So if you have like recommended stops, we're thinking about stopping in Glencoe, Isle of the Sky, staying in Isle of Skye for a couple days, and then trekking back. If you have any recos in that circle, we're all ears. Oh, what's your question?
We're landing in Glasgow.
Oh yeah, we are.
And we were thinking about pretty much going straight there, but should we spend half a day in Glasgow and go late at night?
Yeah, what's there to do in Glasgow? Probably a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's a huge city. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. Now we're gonna watch some Full Metal Alchemist, and then later, I'm gonna start Priory of the Orange Tree.
That is a book.
It's big, right? It's the next book I'm gonna start. Oh, careful. It's over 800 pages, and it's a high fantasy novel with dragon elements to it. I'm very excited. But yeah, 2/3 of our trip is booked, which is exciting. We just have to book some other hotels.
The book ends with a period.
Clay!
Spoiler.
Not an exclamation mark?
It's a sentence.
Okay. Anyway, now we're gonna watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and then we'll do Clay's reading update tomorrow, which will be no time at all for you guys. I think we're just gonna watch and then read tonight. So, Tootaloo. It's on. They're at their teachers. So good. It's time to start this. Better late than never, I guess, when it comes to reading tonight. Clay is already asleep. Also unsurprising. Yeah, so I guess I've sort of failed from a reading perspective tonight because the Scotland thing took up way more time than we were expecting. But now it's time to read. Good morning, everyone, from the couch. Clay's playing Madden. I have been reading Priory of the Orange Tree. I just passed the 65-page mark. Let me turn you around. So I fell asleep really early last night. I was only able to read like less than 20 pages of this book. So I woke up really early this morning to get started right away, which is what I've been doing. I've already read over 45, actually like over 50 pages. So far it is so good. I will say it took me a minute to get into. I don't want to describe it as like a slower read. It's more that the world and the characters, like everything's so different. It was mildly disorienting in the beginning, but once I feel like now 65 pages in, I feel very settled in the world. So far, this is a high fantasy novel. From what I can gather, there are basically two main kingdoms. There's kingdoms in the west and there's kingdoms in the east. They have very different cultures. They're very isolated from each other, and they both like do not like each other culturally. They both think the other ones are like heathens. The eastern cultures, we follow a character who is training to be a dragon rider and warrior, which is so cool. And on the west, we follow a few different people, mostly people part of this court of this queendom. One of them has a very mysterious background. I think she's like a spy though, slash like an assassin. She has quite an interesting set of skills. We also follow some like squires and an alchemist and all sorts of people. Again, I'm barely in this book. I mean, like, look at my bookmark, look at the length of this book. So I have quite a bit to go, but I particularly like the east and west setting. The kingdoms are really interesting. And I also like all the different character perspectives we have. And the writing style is really great. Again, it took me a second to get used to, but now that I am loving it so much. So I'm gonna continue to sit here and read. I've only read 65 pages so far for this reading vlog. Well, actually, I'm gonna count my commute reading now in my reading vlogs, because those do happen on a Friday. So I'm gonna count them. So I read 50 pages of Hero of Ages also on Friday. And then obviously 65 pages of this so far. I'm gonna read more because I'm liking it so much. And again, I woke up early, so I've been reading for like 45 minutes, an hour, and it's not even 10 yet. And that was me also wasting a good half hour on Instagram stories this morning, so feeling good. All right, well, I'm gonna get back to reading now. It's latte time. It's a little machine, I swear. Couldn't live without it. Taking a quick reading break to drink some coffee and to watch an episode of Vanderpump Rules. Moving on to Real Housewives of New York. And I'm gonna go read. But first, more reality TV. My little sunbathing queen. She likes to relax in the sun, get her tan on, get her wagging her tail. Isn't that right, Millie Moo? Yes, I'll leave you alone. Hi everyone. I have stopped watching reality TV and I'm about to start reading again. I'm really liking Priory of the Orange Tree so far. So I'm gonna try to get to like the page 150 mark, which means I'll have read 200 pages so far for this weekend, which I think is very good so far. And then Clay and I are actually getting dinner with some friends in the city, but I don't think we were planning on staying out late because Clay has to run a 5K tomorrow in the rain. And so because of that, I think we'll get home relatively early. We'll probably watch some TV and stuff, but I plan to do more reading tonight as well. So that's a bit of an overview. Millie is really wanting to go underneath the covers. So I'm gonna fix that situation and get to reading. Hi everyone, I've officially passed the 100 page mark of the Priory of the Orange Tree and I'm really liking it so far. Again, it took me about 20-30 pages to get settled in the world, but I think this world and this story so far is very interesting. It's a long book. I'm only 1/8 the way through, less than actually, technically. But it's just, the way it's written is so intriguing. I really like the characters, the different kingdoms. And clearly Samantha Shannon is using history to inform a lot of these magical worlds. Like, it is definitely fantasy. These kingdoms do not exist. There's magic and dragons at play here. But there's definitely a lot of references to history, specifically this kind of East and West, Europe, and then Asia. And a lot of like trading references. Anyway, because of that, I think it's just really interesting. I feel like she's taking a lot of really cool historical references and integrating into the story, which is just making it so good. I'm really liking it a lot. Definitely gonna read more. I'm also gonna start the 4th Keeper of the Lost Cities book this weekend too, but for now I'm gonna try to get to page like 200 to 300 of this before I switch books. But so far so good. Big fan over here. Hi everyone. I'm eating a cheese stick, but I changed because it's incredible outside, isn't it, Clay?
It's so nice.
So we decided that we need to leave immediately to partake in this weather. I went outside in a t-shirt and I wasn't even cold. It's like not quite 50 degrees. You also kind of gain a tolerance of it. For anyone in the South, like, it's not even 50 degrees, no coat.
It's
I hear you.
biological.
Oh, that's
your cells get better at dealing with the cold.
Interesting. But I wanted to show you my outfit because I like it. It's been so long since I've been able to dress like this. Skirt, no tights, light sweater, handkerchief, boots. So we're gonna go into the city a little bit earlier than we were intending because we were meeting up with friends for dinner anyway in the city. But we thought we might as well go hang out a little bit, walk around, enjoy the weather. So that's what we're gonna do. We're in Soho. Doing Soho things. I really like how short this building is compared to the tall buildings. Time to go. Look who we're getting dinner with.
Oh.
You're on the vlog. No, this is I don't have time for B-roll, guys. It's all talking. We also got hummus.
I think you just
Here we are. They've squandered my lumber supply.
She was crushing us all. They had to do it.
I mean, my goodness, you know how many 8s we've rolled? So many. I would be rolling in the lumber, and Clay is taking so long, but here we all are. This place is the coolest. It's all games. We're back home. We had so much fun playing games.
It was a blast.
And Michael. It was so fun. We also got duped by the weather. It was so nice because the sun was out and then the sun went down and we were all underdressed. Every single one of us. We were freezing.
It was freezing.
We got tricked.
So, yeah.
Lesson learned.
Yeah. I mean,
still winter.
Growing up in Texas, I grew up learning to hate the heat. And I always preferred the cold over the heat.
And now I don't know.
But I'll say this, when you're prepared for the cold, much better than the heat.
Yeah, when you're not prepared for the cold.
You can always put more on, but you can't take more off at a certain point.
Yeah, but when you're not prepared for the cold,
it's horrible.
Sucks. But we're home now. We're gonna watch some Full Metal Alchemist, and I'm also going to read some more Priory of the Orange Tree, which I'm really liking so far. Clay has his 5K tomorrow, so tomorrow morning it's just gonna be me, myself, and I'm gonna get lots of reading in. But for now, FMA. But we wanted to check in now that we're home and give you an update on game night, which was so fun. Iconic. The song is iconic. It's Millie's favorite song, just so everyone was wondering. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our very gloomy Sunday. Clay and I went to bed pretty early last night. We basically passed out after only 2 episodes of Full Metal Alchemist. I didn't even get any reading in, which is so sad. But it's so gloomy outside, which is kind of amazing. So I think I'm going to read here for a couple of hours. But as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, daylight savings time happened, which is kind of ironic given that it's so dark outside, but we lost an hour last night to gain more sunshine, which we're currently not benefiting from at all. So my body woke up at 9, but it's 10, so it's already like 10:30, and I just feel the day slipping away from my fingers. Funny story, Clay was supposed to run a 5K this morning, but it's pouring down rain, so I don't think it didn't happen. So all that build up for a 5K, and I'm sorry, he didn't end up going, so I apologize. But I am going to make a coffee this morning, and I'm going to sit here on this couch and read Priory for like 2 hours. I'm trying to get to page 300, and then I'm going to switch books. I'm really liking it so far. I'm also going to light a candle, but then I also need to film. I'm going to film 2 videos today, one with Clay, which is really exciting, and then after I do that, I'm going to go back to reading and relaxing. The weather today is crappy, but perfect for a Sunday. Also, do you like my new sweatshirt? It says feelings on it. I like it. Anyway, okay, I'm going to make coffee, I'm going to feed Matilda, do all those things, but I wanted to check in first this morning. It's happening. We got fresh syrup too. Oh, Millie. That's not a person. Hype for this. A classic setup. Instead of going in the bedroom, I'm trying this new thing where I read on the couch with our new soft blanket. I'm flying through Priory of the Orange Tree. It's so good. I'm definitely going to get to page 200 before filming. Hi! Okay, so I'm about to go get my life together and get ready to film and for the day, but I wanted to let you know I've officially passed the 200 page mark of the Priory of the Orange Tree. I'm really liking this book so much, and I'm really glad. I feel like it's really motivating me. It's been a minute since I've like woken up and immediately just wanted to like sit and read. Normally I have to like do some other things and I start reading in the afternoon, but this book has really captured my attention. It's just so unique and different than from anything I've read recently, even within the fantasy genre. All the different characters and the lands are just so richly written and researched. I'm liking this book a lot so far. So yes, I've read 200 pages. I'm gonna try to read to page like 250, 300, and then I'm gonna switch books. All in all, I've read 250 pages this weekend, as I also read 50 pages of A Hero of Ages on Friday. So I'm doing pretty good. I plan to do a lot of reading today. It's Sunday, it's raining. I do need to film and edit, so that's definitely what I'm gonna do now. And then Clay and I are gonna run a few errands. I think we're gonna pick up the new Mario game to play, but then like other than that, I'm just gonna be reading. Clay's listening to like techno music. I don't know what's going on, but I wanted to update you on what I've read of the Priory of the Orange Tree. So far, so really good. Really good, guys. First video is completed. Now books are everywhere, and I'm gonna go start the editing process, and then Clay and I are gonna film a video together because we're filming his wrap up, and then I'll be sure to feature in the vlog too what book he's currently reading, as he has started a new one. Clay and I finished shooting Instagrams and filming videos and editing. Matilda's been laxing on our new favorite blanket. And we just had delivery arrive, or Thai food. I won the battle. Clay never wants to eat Thai food, and I always want to eat Thai food. But anyway, we're gonna eat this and we're gonna watch Top Chef. And then, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're done with working for today, which is just grand.
This looks so good.
Hi everyone, we finished eating lunch and then we watched the newest episode of Top Chef. I'm in a giggly mood because I'm just waiting for Clay to prank me, so I'm just on edge and laughing at everything Clay does. But anyway, we are going to read. I am going to read another 50 to 75 pages of Priory of the Orange Tree before I swap books, and Clay is about to start his new book, which is, what is it, Clay?
First 15 Lives of Harry August.
And he doesn't really know what that book is about because it's kind of a mystery, but what's the element of that book that you really like, that intrigues you?
When you die, you start your life over with a knowledge of all your past lives.
Yeah, so I love this book, so I'm really excited for Clay to read it because I think he's gonna like it a lot. So we're just gonna be two reading fools enjoying the sunlight that's still here. Because you know we lost an hour today, which sucks, but
we had to pay our debts.
We had to pay our debts. It was a loan, it wasn't a gift, that extra hour in October.
The 49-hour weekend is not, the benefit is not as...
It feels so good though. You're like, but like, it sucks when you lose it. But anyway, we're gonna read now, and then we're gonna bake cookies and watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, right Clay? High five.
Right.
Go team. Clay got tired and just went to bed on the ground. He took all the couch pillows and retreated. I have almost read to page 250, which is very exciting. I'm almost there, not quite. So once I get there, I will circle back and give you an update. Tilda's having a good lay. Clay is up and at 'em. You ready to watch some Full Metal Alchemist, Clay?
Mm-hmm.
You're just a floaty head. You can only see your head in the shot.
I am who I am.
But before we shift to that, I wanted to give an update on Priory of the Orange Tree now that I've passed the 250 page mark. And that means I've read 300 pages so far this weekend, which is great. I am gonna switch over to my second book, which is Keeper of the Lost Cities, book 4. But guys, I'm really loving Priory of the Orange Tree. I had pretty high expectations going in, like I really wanted to love it. But on that same note, I didn't know what to expect, and even if I did, I would have guessed so wrong, so incorrectly about this series. Its writing style is so engrossing. Everything about the story and the world and the interactions are so unique. We're following like different pods of characters in different geographical regions, and everything is just great. I love it. Like, I don't even know who's my fave. It's just, there's so many questions I have. I'm only 250 pages in and this book is very long, so I'm having a hard time kind of articulating it, but basically, I feel like I referenced this before. There's kind of like East and West, and East and West do not communicate anymore. Like, both of them think the other are heathens, but there's also this sort of evil force that lives in the land. It is like draconian. It's not dragons. It's kind of like the evil version of a dragon, if you will, and they're kind of like on the rise. They're coming back. Origin to many people's religions in this world kind of originated from the last time these creatures were around and they were banished, and then like the people who were able to do that became like pillars in their religion. And it's just so interesting because like everyone's reacting to it differently, like the kingdoms based on like what they believe or like going about it in different ways. One of the kingdoms has completely like swapped sides and are now like praising this like evil force. And it's just so wild. Everything is just so wild. It's so good. I really think, I mean, I might be speaking too soon. I've only read 250 pages, but I feel like it's gonna make a great TV show. Like visually, Samantha Shannon has such a great writing style that like I am there in the moment with like everyone. And she also just describes like atmosphere so well. Like there was a scene where it was like raining and she described like this pool being filled with water and like the rain hitting it, and I just could like see it. Am I making sense? I'm just saying like her atmosphere and her descriptions are so good. I'm just such a big fan. And again, inspired by history. There's like some serious historical references. Specifically, there is like this isolated island off the coast of the Eastern Kingdom where basically Westerners can be. They can't leave it though, and there's only very few Westerners that are allowed to be in the Eastern because they're completely cut off, which very much references some stuff from like Japanese history, which is just so cool. I'm a big fan of that. Anyway, so really liking this book a lot. Big fan over here. So I am gonna take a break though because I do want to read the other book. But I wanted to check and kind of give you some comprehensive or incomprehensive thoughts, to just be honest.
Different customs, I guess.
Comfortable, Matilda? Did you make a little house underneath your bowl?
It's not hard to see why.
Also, Full Metal Alchemist. So many Matilda shots tonight. Look at these ears.
Since last summer, Danielle and I have gotten.
We also switched to Bravo.
So cute.
I think we're about to make some cookies, right, Clay? Oh, you're so mean. What are we about to make, Clay?
Cookies.
And we're using the KitchenAid, which I haven't used in a long time. So we're breaking out the KitchenAid. Let me turn down the TV. It's literally only 2 ingredients. Excuse the TV in the background. An entire stick of butter and an egg. LOL. This is what this looks like. Let's hope this becomes less of a weird thing. I'm sure it'll work. Okay. And, oh God, watch it like fly up, Clay. Oh, it's not plugged in. Okay, take 2. Oh, it's still not on. Wrong side. Ooh, ooh. I didn't cut the butter up, but it's doing its thing. It's weird to me that you didn't have to add any water to this. Wow, this is so fast. Is it supposed to do it like this? Oh, should I slow it down? Slow it down. Make it faster. Ah, it's like chaos. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We're gonna have to make a couple of batches because, you know, there's some left. This was so easy. I've been putting off making these for like a month because I was like, yeah, it's too much work. It literally took 15 seconds to make. Go KitchenAid. Good job, girlfriend. They turned out all right. I've never made, this sounds absurd, so sorry in advance how absurd this sounds, but I usually only make cookies with pre-made dough. I've never even done the step of making like mixed dough. They look okay. Hand them into a plate and put another batch in. Clay had a good idea. He made a cookie ice cream sandwich.
I'm an innovator.
All I do is innovate. Gang's all here. And we're about to watch a movie. We're gonna watch Ant-Man versus the Wasp. We're a little behind on our Marvel movies, and we obviously want to see the new Captain Marvel movie. But we need to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp, and are we behind?
I think that's the only one.
That's the only one, and then I kind of should watch Thor Ragnarok again. But aside from that, so we're gonna watch it 'cause it's on Netflix. Yay, Netflix. Classic, we got pizza. Like we always do. This place is the best, and we still have cookies. I made more cookies, pizza, cookies. It's a party. And Millie was invited, but only Matilda was invited. We finished it, Ant-Man and the Wasp. It was so good. I like that series because it's like a little bit more lighthearted than kind of the rest of the MCU universe, so it's a little more funny. Kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy is too when they're the solo movies. But also, it is such an interesting place in like the timeline, because obviously it was like set before Infinity War, but then there's like cutscenes at the end that are set after, so it gets you all set, right? For the next one. Ooh.
Yeah, very excited.
And now we're gonna buy tickets to see
Captain
Marvel for next weekend, because we're all caught up. And then we should maybe buy tickets in advance to see
Infinity War 2.
Yeah. So it's coming out in April.
It is. Is it?
I think so. Paul Rudd is also such a cutie. I changed this camera angle because my arm got tired. But isn't he he's aged so well.
He has.
Like, wow, Paul Rudd.
Yeah. Clueless came out like
dreams.
Almost 25 years ago, if not more.
Still a heartthrob. Paul. But yeah, so now we're gonna go watch more television in the bedroom. But first, I'm gonna read. So I'm gonna read. I'm gonna start my second book of the weekend, read 100 pages. We're gonna watch some Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and then I'm gonna read another 100 pages, and then I gotta go to bed and go to work. But that's the plan for tonight. So I'm gonna go do that now.
Very exciting.
Hi everyone, it's like 10 minutes later, but I wanted to check in to say, hi, I'm about to start Keeper of the Lost Cities Never Seen, which is book 4 to the Keeper of the Lost Cities series, which I am so excited to pick up. I feel like hopefully you guys know by now, big fan of this series. I have been flying through the first ones. It's a middle grade fantasy series setting around main character Sophie, who's an elf. She goes to a magical school. She has so many lovely friends. The friendships in this series are just like adorable. Plus so many great family elements, and the third one was rather explosive. It ended on quite the cliffhanger. I'll say these books really flow immediately into each one. There's not like a time lapse usually between book to book. So I'm definitely interested to see where this fourth one takes off from now. I have about 2.5 hours left to do some reading tonight. I don't know if you guys do this. Clay just got back from taking Matilda out, but I feel like I have a hard bedtime for myself. So like I have to be asleep by this, which is 2.5 hours from now. And then sometimes like I have an ideal bedtime, which would be technically 1.5 hours. But because of daylight savings, I'm just not as tired as I usually am. So I'll probably stay up a little later than I should to read, which is definitely where I'm at. Funny thing about this book is Clay earlier today accidentally spilled curry on it. We almost broke up. It was a big moment. I'm just kidding. But alas, I forgave him and here we are. But yeah, so I am going to pick this up. I'm really excited to jump right in. I will keep you guys posted on how it's going and how I'm feeling, which, you know, I'm sure you'll see very, very soon. But yeah, my goal is to read about 200 pages of this tonight, which I feel like I can do. I always read these books particularly very fast. The font's not, the font's rather big, and so they're just very easy to read. That being said, I'm gonna read now. Okay, goodbye. Hi everyone, doing a quick reading check-in. Clay is just pewtering over there, but I have just passed the 75-page mark of Never Seen, and it's so good. Like I was expecting, started out with a bang, and like The end of the third book, as I said, was rather explosive, so it really jumped into this one very quickly. I'm obviously not going to try to spoil anything, but what's interesting about this one is there is a setting change, which is adding some very interesting dynamics, and the cast is a little larger. I feel like the first couple books really focused on Sophie getting a closer relationship with like each character separately, which really helped like foster really great friendships. But now we're kind of seeing a group work together, so there's a lot of group dynamics and like problem solving and mysteries, history. I love it already so much. Also, the mystery itself is like so intense and dark, and I also have no idea where it's going. So I'm really liking this book so far. So I flew through the first 75 pages. I feel like I should have no problem zipping through another 125 before sleeping tonight. But I did want to check in and let you know how I'm feeling. These books really are, I mean, it's kind of too soon to say this definitively, but I feel like each book just gets better and better and better and better and grows on itself so wonderfully. And you also just get more connected with the characters with each book, which obviously helps, but I'm loving this a lot. So I'm gonna get back to reading, but I did want to check in. Hi everyone, welcome to the end of the vlog. The next day I'm gathering books. They're all so heavy. So ultimately, I have to say, I had a really fun weekend this past weekend. It was so great to hang out with friends, but I also was able to get a bit of reading in. I did read just over 500 pages, like 515 pages, which I am happy with. I definitely feel a little bit behind for the month of March, but I'm reading super long books, so it makes sense. They're gonna take a little bit longer to read. I think every book I've picked up so far this month is over 600 pages, which is long. But anyway, without further ado, let's chat about the books. I read First Things First. I read 50 pages of The Hero of Ages. I am almost done with this book. Like, it'll be any day now when I finish this via commute, and then I can start a new book, which is very exciting. Obviously loving it. The end is like, wow. All I want to do is like stay on the train in the morning. I do not want to get off because where I'm at right now, things are all coming to a head. It's wild. I love this world so much. From there, I picked up Priory of the Orange Tree, which I feel like I've talked about a lot in this video, but I did read 250 pages. Really liking it so far. I just think it's such a great series. Again, I have a lot more to read. I don't know if I'm gonna read any during this week before the next weekend because I am reading the next book I'm about to talk about, but so far, so amazing. I can't wait to read more. It's definitely exceeding my expectations so far. I love the characters in the world. I think it's fascinating. I like crave to pick this book up. And then from there I read 215 pages of Keeper of the Lost Cities Never Seen, which is book 4. Really loving this. Oh, it's just so much fun. And this is the book I think I'm going to read throughout the week. It's just a great time, but this one is especially serious. We have a new setting. We have more of a group setting, but also like a new like geographical setting, and definitely a lot more interactions with mysteries and mysterious characters that we've been kind of like been hinted at, or we've seen a little bit throughout the first 3 books. So I feel like this is the book where we're gonna get answers and see a lot of growth. I'm really liking it a lot, so I definitely want to fly through this week and try to finish it before Friday. Again, this book is almost 700 pages long. Another long book, but I believe in myself. Anyway, those are all of the books I read this weekend. Let me know down below some books you've read recently, as I would love to know. And I'll see you guys soon with another video soon. Goodbye.